Hello, Dave Parrish with Knack Builders, here to do another topic on Knack database functionality. Today's topic, the display field and why it's important and some other things you can do with it. Real quick, on any app, every object or table will have, under settings here, settings, you're going to set what the display field is. Its definition here is what? A single field used to identify a record. Well, okay, what's that? I'm going to be back here in a minute, and I'm going to go through display fields. Thanks. Okay, I'm back here to give you the lowdown on display fields. Let's call up an app here. Now here's an app it's an organization that distributes products. So we have a typical order line item type of things. First you have an object with items. These are what different things they're distributing. Then you have a client order, and then you have the items, line items that go on it. So in this case, we're going to look at items. That's the one that's sort of in play here. If we look at, so we have a bunch of different products, 75 different products. They have name of the product, item number, value, whatever. So any of these have a display right here, under settings. You're going to have something called a display field. This is when this comes into play, it's when there is a connection to something else. So in this case, we're choosing items to be a line item on an order. And so we want to select how that's going to look. Let's say, for example, right here's an item on this, and we have it looking like this: bathroom cleaner and the item number. It could be anything. We could just call it the product name or just the number. Let me show you how that works. But what I do here to make it clear is I end up doing what I call the display name. It's usually a text formula. And what I'm doing is combining the product name, give it a space, a dash, a space, and the item number. And you could even do, sometimes I do another space, dash, space, and put the price. So when people are choosing what item they want, they have more information than just say the product name. I'll show you how this in action. Here's an order. It's blank. Now, when we go to select, what this is saying, hey, when we are making a connection, this is a connected item, and adding it to this order, this is what it's going to look like. So it gives them more information. They can search by part number or product number or name. All this pre-populates. So that's what will appear when folks are, let's just add one. I'm going to add this, and I'm going to say there's 3 of them, blah, blah. Submit it. So here it is. Now notice this, by the way. We have item number and product number, and product name. Here's what we had to do for that. Let's go to pages. We're going to go to volunteer, order. Let's get this to populate. Client orders. Let's go to the detail of an order. In this case, this particular product name, if we just defaulted the line items on this, it would show up. This potentially could be that display name. We don't want it to be that because it's going to duplicate information that's on the page. So what we're actually doing is dropping this in. You can see it's a connected name, item name. So instead of using that sort of native field that is the connection, what we're saying is, hey, don't use that display name. Instead, go to a connected field, and what we're grabbing is this item product name. So that just gives us the name. It's a way to clean that up when you have a text formula, multi-field a name for something. And you can change them to whatever you want. Let me just go through that. That's not it. Go back to schema, items. If you have tables that aren't connected, it's not going to come into play that much. But that's sort of the lowdown with it. Select what you want. Select what is intuitive when you're going to be drawing. Usually it's a drop down. It could be arrow buttons also. But when you're selecting from something else, the display name is what will show up in that connected record. And if you need more information, create a simple text field, and that will display it. That's pretty much it on display fields. Appreciate it. Thanks.